Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Welcome to the live. Hey Trisha. Hey Nancy. How y'all doing today? Um Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in, guys. Y'all will see my face on a look later on this week because child, honey, I'm having like a lot of bad hair days. But anyway, how is everybody Tuesday? How is everyone's Tuesdays? Um Hey, Miss Laverne, how are you today? Hey, Miss Laverne. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in, and I got something I want to say. Um, I do have something that I would like for you to get to say to you guys because I don't never want to what happened yesterday to ever happen again. So I want to say something, and I'm gonna wait till some people come into the live. I hope everybody had a wonderful day on today. Child, I should be prepping. I ain't prepped nothing. I guess I'm gonna do it all tomorrow. Look, I said I'm gonna just do it all tomorrow. And cook the cakes and the cookies and pies. Not the cookies, but the pies, the cake, the hall malls. I gotta take them out. Um, and cook the turkey. Well, make the dressing up with the turkey and all that. I gotta cook the turkey tomorrow. So yeah, I got tomorrow, y'all. I will not be going live, but Thursday, look forward to Thanksgiving Eve, guys. The night of Thanksgiving, we'll come live and I'll play a little music, guys, and we'll just enjoy Thanksgiving together. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, hey, haven't seen. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing today? How are you today? I haven't seen you in so long. God bless you. Glad to see you here. Um, I'm glad to see everybody on today that has come alive. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in. Um, Now I do want to say this, guys. Um, I'm doing good, Miss Heaven sent. Just getting excited about Turkey Day, Thanksgiving Day, and I am super excited that Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is coming back on the TV because last year we didn't get to see it, but this year it's going to be Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and I like watching it. And I knew, okay, Miss Laverne, look, that's all I'm bringing, some music, child. That's all we need, and just to have a good little time. Um, but yeah, guys. I do want to say this, guys. I do want to do an apology, guys, for my actions on yesterday and cussing these people, the trolls out and things like that, guys, and giving them more attention than giving my content. I know a lot of you guys don't come here for that, and um, a lot of you guys don't come here for that. Hey, Edward, how are you? And I want um to apologize because I should have never let some I should have just continued to block and delete them. So for now on, guys, I will give no trolls any of my attention. I know who's the one that is trolling my account. I may have to take legal action against them because of the fact that I just don't have time for it. And um I just feel like what is best for me and my peace is just block and delete. If you are a mod in my chat, um, in order, I want if you see someone in the live that doesn't come in to speak, just start asking questions. Besides Lala, yeah, everybody know who's you know the ones that comes into the chat, but those names that you ain't regularly see if they're talking crazy, um, then get ready to delete them. I just want all my mods to know that. If you don't know how to block and you're a mod, just go on the person picture, click the little three little dots and put timeout or block. Um, but I do want to apologize to you guys for, you know, allowing someone to come into my life and take control like that, or try to make what I'm saying and doing not right. Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to say that, Miss Laverne. I always try to do the right thing, even though sometimes we fail at it. But I try to do the right thing. Hey, Edward, how are you doing today? Um, but guys, yes, the trolls are disgusting and it's sad. But we have today is a new day and we're gonna move past it. Like I said, if you are a mod in my chat, just make sure that you see something that that I ain't gonna go for, just delete them so I don't even have to see it. Or I'll just delete them. It is what it is. I will never give any more trolls any more of my attention, because we got so much news and views to talk about that we ain't got time for all that to give them all that. But anyway, um guys, today, guys, they snuck this on in there. Y'all know that we are on verdict watch when it comes to the Ahmaud Arbery case. The jury is in deliberation. They haven't made a decision yet. They haven't came back with a verdict yet. So we're still on verdict watch when it comes to the Ahmaud Arbery case. Let's pray that a charge stick. You know what I'm saying? Let's pray that a charge stick. As well, guys, they snuck this in here because we ain't really talked about it, but it's in my description box. Brian Laundrie, guys, they finally, you remember what a couple of months ago, back in October, when they found Brian Laundrie's body. They said that they didn't know what was the cause of his death because they couldn't determine it. Well, they snuck that in there today. And we come to talk about it. Well, as most abusive cowards do, he took a gun and he killed himself and shot himself in the head. So that was the cause of his death. He killed himself. So yeah, right, Trisha. We don't like it is so much craziness, so much craziness. And it's so many people. Like, I have to protect myself, and I have to, let me just say that before we go back to Brian Laundrie. I have to protect myself and I have to protect my two children. So if I have to do what I got to do to make sure myself protected, trust me, I will. And even that means taking legal actions, or putting a restraining order, or suing you for harassment. I will. So be careful coming here bothering me when I haven't spoke on you, because I will find a lawyer, and I have a lawyer on standby, because I'm not going to deal with the harassment. I'm not going to be dealing with the threats. I'm not. I will do legal actions and I will put a restraining order, because I feel like this person's so crazy. They'll hop on a plane to come to Mississippi and try to kill me and my children. So I have to make sure I do what I got to do. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, yes, Miss Laverne, I feel like that was a coward move, because guess what? That doesn't give any closure to Gabby's parents. Like, it doesn't give any closure. He didn't want to deal. Ain't that messed up that you made the decision to abuse someone and you make the decision to take your life because you didn't want to deal with the consequences? Ain't that jacked up? Hey, the McCray Kings, how are you? um I just feel like, he took his life because he knew he was guilty and he didn't want to go to jail. But if you would have never put your hands on Gabby, and Gabby would and stop being a narcissist and being controlling, you wouldn't have been in that situation. But no, you took this girl's life and you should have to answer for that. Exactly. And that's just straight up like that, Miss Laverne. I'm praying for God's guidance, and I'm praying for, because next year, guys, I'm gonna try to move this platform up a little bit more. And that means I have to be more serious about it. And well, I guess you think that the parents do you think that the parents think that the parents knew that he was going to take his own life, because like they must have gave him the gun. But what real a real parent in my position, like now this day and age, a lot of people, let me just keep it real. A lot of these young kids these days, the parents are not holding them accountable for their actions. They just upholding them. I ain't never gonna uphold my kids. If they wrong, they wrong. I ain't gonna never uphold my kids in their wrongdoings. Too many parents upholding it, their children's wrongdoing. You right, Miss Laverne. You right. How would they know to go get that car? Right. So, he drove back and he already had that plan. He already, before he even made it back, probably, his parents already knew he had killed Gabby. And it's unfortunate. Um, hey Nicole Banks, how are you today? Thank you for coming in. And if their parents, I know, like I feel like they should be held accountable because of the fact that they knew Brian had did it and actually didn't tell him that, son, you need to turn yourself in. What you did was not okay. But now you held up for your son and your wrong and his wrongdoings. And that's jacked up. Right. And that's what's wrong with this generation that's coming up. No one is holding these kids accountable for their actions. They just let them think about all these kids that's dropping out of school, that's going to the streets and Trisha, you let me stay out the chat. But all the children that like actually walking around here with guns, just ain't giving a care about life, just killing people just to be killing people, going into the classrooms carrying guns and shooting up the place. They don't care because because the parents is too focused on this. That's why I say, sometimes too focused on social media and what somebody else got going on instead of focusing on their kids and having that conversation with their kids to let them raising them the right way. No, am I a mother that I be on social media? Yes, but I do take up the time with my children to let them know what's right and what's wrong. Like, and I tell my kids, if you do something, you will be held accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Taking your life was a coward move to me for Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie was a whole coward. And Gabby Petito's mother and father and stepmother and stepfather would never get the answers on why he did what he did. And that's the sad part about Gabby and Brian Laundrie. They was in a toxic relationship. And it was toxic because Gabby was too afraid to walk away. And Brian, he was too controlling. And he was narcissistic. And he was probably verbally, mentally, and physically abusive to Gabby. And she was too afraid to walk away. And I'm telling you, women, and we talked about it yesterday. If you are in a domestic violence situation, physically, emotionally, or physically, walk away. It's not worth your mental, because it could get to the point where they take your life and then leave your children. You and your children end up living this world by themselves. That's why I made the decisions I made to walk away from situations and my relationship with my kid's father. I knew it was toxic. I knew it was doing something to my son. Like, and yes, I was pregnant with my little girl, but it was toxic. It was killing my joy. Just because I say I wanted to have somebody, it ain't that deep. But I am so much, yeah, I was in a situation, if you want to call it a situation. I mean, a relationship, but it just was a situation, a phone conversation. Let me just say that. Anyway, no tea, no shade. Um, but um, but you know, you have to learn how to walk away, because when a relationship has become so toxic that you are not paying attention to your children, you're not paying attention to what's going on in your world, and you basically just the toxic situation that you're in is just taking over you and everything around you, it's time to walk away. Yeah, very selfish. Most of them are. Like, most of them are. Most of them are like that, selfish and self-centered, only thinking about themselves and what makes them happy. You can't be in a relationship with a person like that. You cannot be in a relationship with a person like that. You actually you actually have to um walk away. And that's for your peace. You never want to feel like you are power someone makes you feel powerless, or what you're asking for and what you're seeking is too much, because it's never too much. Happiness should never be too much. Respect should never be too much. um to be a good partner is never too much. So, you know I wanted to give you guys the update about Brian Laundrie. Lord, he just child. He just a sad case. He was a coward and he didn't want to take accountability. So the best thing option for him was to take his own life. It's jacked up, I know, but that's the decision he made. Okay, guys. So the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is it's this guy called Christopher Belter. Shout out to Miss Sheila and Trisha for sending me the information about that. You're welcome, Edward. It's just I have to go back and give you guys update like that, because like they told us the manner of Gabby's death, but they never told. It seemed like they were just covering up for Brian. Even the news, it was crazy. But I'm glad. See, they snuck that in there because they know ain't nobody really been talking about it. But I called it. I was like, y'all gonna sneak this in here because everybody's focusing on the Ahmaud Arbery case. And why do everybody, is it Ahmaud Arbery or is it Ahmaud Arbery? Because I swear to God, like they be butchering his last name. Is it Arbery or is it Arbery? Because child, they be butchering his name. Anyway, guys, um, we're gonna talk about this guy named Christopher Belter, guys. Christopher Belter is a young man. I'm gonna pull his picture up because I do want you guys to see him. Um, he pled guilty. I thought so. I thought so. Thank you. So this is him. His name is Christopher Belter. He pled guilty. He was the man who pled guilty to raping and sexually abusing 4 teenage girls. And guess what, y'all? And guess what? He admitted to this. He spoke he did a whole little apology thing. We're gonna listen to that. That girl didn't lie. It did sound robotic what he was the apology. I'm sorry for all I had done and all the pain that I caused. Sound like somebody wrote it out for him and he just read it. It wasn't no heartfelt, and the judge said it was inappropriate for him to be sitting in a jail cell, so that he gave him 8 years of probation. What do you guys think about that? But I feel like if you was able, he didn't get no time. He got 8 years of probation. 8 years of probation. And the judge is coming under fire because all these women are upset because of the fact that, like this dude sexually assaulted him, and then the parents helped him. They was helping, letting him bring them to the house, get them freaking drunk. Yeah. So this is yeah, he was placed on probation for 8 years because he said a prison sentence for this case would be inappropriate. Where? Because if this was a black man, let me just say that he'll be serving day for day for 8 years or more. I'm just gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna keep it like I said. That judge probably got paid. He looked like he got a little money. And he's in the Buffalo area of New York. So he's in the Buffalo area of New York. So he probably paid that judge under the table. It happens. It happens, y'all. Y'all don't believe it, but it happens. Sometimes these people be getting off and getting their way because they have paid that judge under the table, and the judge don't took the money. Y'all can believe me if you won't. Don't believe me, it's fine too. He said, this is what they said, the judge said. I agonized. I'm not ashamed to say I actually prayed over what the appropriate sentence would be because he was found guilty. He said that adding that his probationary status will be like a sword hanging over your head for the next 8 years. Um, uh, Belter was charged with first-degree rape, sexual abuse, and third-degree rape. However, in 2019, he pleaded guilty to two felonies: attempted first-degree sexual abuse and third-degree rape, and 2 counts of second-degree sexual abuse. So he basically is a predator. When you think that's what he could be? Don't you think that he would be considered a predator? I don't think he's a predator. If you sit there and you admitted to doing all that, that's what y'all call R. Kelly. That's what you call Bill Cosby when he drugged and killed people. He was a predator. Am I wrong for saying that? Let me know, y'all, because to me, in my opinion, that's a pedophile kind of situation right there. And you only got 8 years of probation? Child, please. I wonder what's the stipulations to it. You just got probation. You just go pay a little fine and you go get drug tested. You probably don't do drugs, but you probably drink alcohol. And you, after the 8 years, you probably, I wonder, do he have to register as a sex offender? I wonder. And I don't think the judge gave him that. Like, I want you guys to hear some of the I'm gonna play this in just a minute when I get through with this. But this is just tragic. It is very tragic. Like it says here, the two counts of second-degree sexual abuse was misdemeanors, and his victim included 3 16-year-old girls and 1 15-year-old girl. So at the time, he may have been like 18 because he's 29. So he was about 18 when he did this. So it says, yeah, I got to read this because this is jacked up, and I don't understand why the family or the mama and the daddy ain't got their asses in jail. I'm going to just read it, and y'all tell me what you think. It says here his victim included, like I said, a 16-year-old girl and a 15-year-old girl. says here that he sexually assaulted the girls on 4 separate occasions at the party house, which his parents, which is his parents' home that is located in one of Lewiston, New York's most expensive neighborhoods. So you already know what happened. So it says here that Belter's mother, stepfather, and family friends helped to groom the victims with marijuana and alcohol before the sexual assaults took place. And they have pleaded not guilty to related charges of unlawfully dealing with a child and a child endangerment. Um, y'all, this is down. That's some sick. That's some sick crap. Yes, down. You know what I'm saying? He probably a little frat boy that got a little money. Let's just say it and call it like we gonna call it. But for you to sit, oh my God, you did as a parents, y'all saying that, wow, they have pled guilty to endangering these children, giving them weed, giving them dang, that is jacked up. Getting them drunk. Like y'all unlawfully giving children alcohol. Think about it. You are unlawfully giving children alcohol. Yes, all of them need to be charged and thrown in jail. But since they stay in a prestigious, rich neighborhood, none of them will see any type of criminal anything. They'll be free. And you know what I'm saying? That judge probably would not charge them anything or give them any kind of jail time, as we see. Um, I just feel like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Think about somebody giving you weed and giving you alcohol, getting you drunk, and then sexually assaulting you. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, like that's basically taking advantage of someone, because of the simple fact that if I didn't welcome you to what I got between my legs, then you don't need to be trying to take it. I don't understand these rapists. I don't understand these sick people. If no one is welcoming you to have sex with them or to touch them, then why are you doing it? Are you that desperate? Hold on just a minute, y'all. We're gonna listen to some of we're going to listen to some of the victims. They had came on the news. A couple of them went on the news and express how they feel about the judge giving him 8 years on probation. Like they really expected him to give him jail time, but he actually didn't receive it. And that has really like one, you're gonna hear one say she threw up at the courthouse. She was just that, I guess, sick to her stomach about what the judge did. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Let me get it up. Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm sorry about the silence. Okay, here go one interview, and we're gonna listen to it. I'm gonna play it just a minute. Let me let the ad play, and then we'll get to it. All right. All right, y'all. So this is on Inside Edition. Hey, Miss Sheila, how you doing? Let me stop the screen and share what I have. Okay, I'm gonna play this, guys. This is from Inside Edition. So let's listen in.
Ruling allowing her attacker to walk out without serving a single day in jail.
He ruined me for a very long time.
The 19-year-old college student wants to be known only as Jane Doe.
I actually threw up the last 3 days consecutively. I've lost 4 pounds because I've been so physically ill from anxiety and disgust.
The judge in upstate New York created a national uproar after sentencing 20-year-old Christopher Belter to just probation after he pled guilty to raping or sexually abusing 4 teens at his family's mansion. She was 15 and best friends with Belter's sister at the time of the assault. They were hanging out at his house when she believes Belter drugged her with a vape pen.
At one point, Christopher asked me if I was okay while I was crying. And I said no, and he continued to sexually abuse me.
Her story is eerily similar to another victim who spoke to Inside Edition yesterday.
This wasn't a party house case. This was a house of sexual assault.
Belter's mother and stepfather face criminal complaints for allegedly supplying alcohol and marijuana to underage teens. They've pleaded not guilty. What role did Christopher's parents have in these attacks?
The parents would throw parties and sit in the kitchen and drink with us. His mother is just as guilty as he is. She collected girls for him to play with like dolls.
And Jane Doe made this tearful message to Belter.
I know that you took so many pieces of me with you when you attacked me. But I'm not your victim anymore, and I'm your survivor.
All right, y'all. So let's listen to the other victim's statement, guys. What y'all think of that? He deserved everything he deserved jail time. And for the judge said that's not an appropriate sentence, it's like bull. Let me just be for real. Like, it is bull. He deserved to be in jail. You are a sexual predator, and your parents need to be sitting up in there too, because you don't give alcohol to a minor. And weed. And then sitting up drinking and smoking with them. Now tell me if that's right or not. Tell me if that sentence appropriate or not. It ain't appropriate. And the judge need his A-whoop before giving that because ain't no way a judge gonna just serve 8 years of probation because it's not an appropriate sentence because he's young. He should have thought about that before he made the decision to welcome himself to these young ladies, and they're telling him, no, I don't want you. Please get up off me. I am not feeling okay with you touching me. Hey, Risa Cup, how you doing? So if someone tells you, no, I do not want to have sex with you, No, I do not want you touching me. No, I do not feel comfortable with you touching me inappropriately. What should you do? And you know what I'm saying? I know that they feeling some kind of way because the simple fact is, like, so me as a woman telling you no, I don't want you touching me or assaulting me inappropriately. Hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? I mean, I'm good, Reese Cup. Um, so you basically saying a woman saying no to a young boys or a young lady or a young teen saying no, then Miss Sheila, go tell her, Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila said, just wait for it. We will see him on the ID channel. Somebody, because this is not the appropriate sentence for him. And for the judge to actually feel like, you know what I'm saying, that he gave the appropriate sentence. Like, I'm no judge, you know what I'm saying? We all sin and fall short of the glory of God. But I just do feel like if you do something that you're assaulting someone physically without them agreeing to you touching them, then I feel like because this is the same things they say about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, like I was saying before. Like, they call them predators. Like, Bill Cosby admitted to drugging these women. Hey, Victoriously Shay Boo, how you doing today? Bill Cosby admitted to. Thank you, Boo. Girl, get all the last minute turkey stuff that you need, child, because the grocery stores are getting a little skimpy. They ain't got what they used to have. I got to go to the store and get some celery. That's all I need for the dressing. But yeah, like, y'all remember Bill Cosby, like, he still has a lawsuit suit. He still has a lawsuit about drugging these women, and they want to still put him in jail for drugging these women. I understand that teenagers, they say, oh, but when he was 18 years old, he's considered grown at 18. And he can be charged as an adult at the age of 18. If someone tells you no, then you stop and make sure y'all teach y'all little boys this. If some girl, you sitting there with some girl and you start touching her and she says no, stop immediately and don't touch her unless she welcomes your advances. Don't touch her. Do not force yourself on her. And I'm sure gonna tell my boy, shoot, you know what I'm saying? You'll be in situations like this, but see, if it was one of us, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. If it was one of us, we wouldn't have 8 years of probation, and that's straight up. He ain't no teenager. He was a man touching on teenage girls. So let's listen to this, guys.
Absolutely disgusting.
Hold on, just
This young woman is expressing outrage today that her.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. I know I can't hear it. Hold on. Miss Sheila said 8 plus 20. That's right. Child, somebody making macaroni. Hold on.
Get that gluttons out of here.
Hold on, child.
It was absolutely disgusting.
I don't know what happened then, but I got it back. I know, like, it's sad. This dude was a predator, and the judge, he did not do his assignment, child. Let's go. Let's listen to this.
It was absolutely disgusting.
This young woman is expressing outrage today that her admitted rapist won't see a day in jail. 20-year-old Christopher Belter pleaded guilty to assaulting 4 teenagers at his parents' elegant home in upstate New York. He apologized to the victims in court.
Through treatment and reflection, I've come to feel deep shame and regret for my actions. None of you deserve to be in this situation. I know, though, that a scar will remain that will serve as a reminder of the evil of that night.
It was robotic. It sounded as if someone else had written it for him. I didn't believe a word that was coming out of his mouth.
She says she was friends with Belter's sister and was visiting the family home when he lured her into his bedroom.
He motioned for me to sit down on the bed with him, but I stood in the doorway and said no. And then he got really aggressive, and then from there, obviously, you can assume what happened.
But Judge Matthew Murphy decided the crimes didn't call for jail time.
I agonized. I'm not ashamed to say that I actually prayed over what is the appropriate sentence in this case. Because there was great pain, there was great harm, there were multiple crimes committed in the case.
Belter was sentenced to 8 years probation, no jail time.
The second that I heard the word probation, I honestly just broke down. I didn't hear one word said after that. I was shaking with anger and disgust.
The victim, who wants to go by her initials, MM, says she was sickened after hearing the sentence. Were you sick to your stomach?
I was, yes. I did have to run to the bathroom after the courtroom closed.
I believe she's in the bathroom throwing up.
Her lawyer, Steve Cohen, also couldn't believe it as he sat in court with his client.
If this individual was not a rich white kid from a privileged background and an influential family, he would be in prison right now.
If he truly felt remorse, he wouldn't have been giving a high five on his way out of the courtroom after sentencing.
Wow. I think so too, Edward. I think so too. And that's and you heard her lawyer. He's absolutely right. If his parents didn't have that money, or he, like I said, that judge he's talking about he prayed about it and all that. That's not the appropriate sentence. If you don't go, you know that the parents gave you a healthy amount of money to get him off. Trust me, it's a lot of understanding stuff that be going on in the judge chambers, child. They wanted his son to be held accountable, but they didn't want him to go to jail. And I feel like in order for him to learn a lesson, he should have went to jail so he can be sexually assaulted by someone. So he'll know how it feels to be touched inappropriately and, feel how they feel. They'll forever live with them. They will need to seek counseling. They probably seeking counseling. And all you worried about is your freedom. And you got 8 years of probation held over your head. So by the time you're 28, the judge didn't say he had to register as a sex offender. None of that. You just got 8 years of probation. Child, please. I'm just over it. Like, I feel like that judge, he got paid under the table. He got paid completely under the table so this young man can be off. And that's just the absolutely the truth. And guys, we just, sometimes as women, you know what I'm saying, we get taken advantage of. It makes us upset when we don't, we try to tell the truth, and then things like this happen, and then it makes you not want to speak out about your assault or someone touching you inappropriately, because it makes you feel like you're, as a woman, you're supposed to just accept what someone has done to you. And I just feel like that's not cool to touch someone and they have not accepted your advances or telling you, no, this doesn't feel let me just say this. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel good. Like I want you to stop. And I feel like, women has rights too. And I'm glad that now, what I'm saying, this day and age has changed, but still, like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, y'all. And y'all know it too. It's absolutely ridiculous. For these 4 teenagers to be going to see a friend, go over the parents' house to drink and to smoke pot, and then the brother get aggressive and go in the room and he sexually assault them, and then nothing else to be said. Child, I would have to act a fool about mine. I'm sorry. When it comes to my kids, I'm a whole different person. So, yeah, I would have to sue the family too for damages, and I hope they do. Since he got them 8 years, oh, I'm gonna get in them pockets. I know that the money won't change the feeling, but child, I'll sue him and his family. Surely wouldn't y'all? And get all what I can for my hurt and my pain. Shoot, straight up like that. I know all money ain't good money, but if he just gonna get 8 years of probation, you might as well sue him for what all they got or enough. But anyway, guys. Yep, that's true, Miss Trisha. So thank you guys so much for coming in, guys, and coming in to support. Like, when I read about this case, and thank you, Miss Shula, I was like, ain't no way that he got away with. Like, a lot of people are outraged about this. Ain't no way he got 8 years of probation for being a sexual predator towards teenage girls. Child, y'all can call it he just young and he just made a mistake. There wasn't no young to make a mistake. He knew what the hell he was doing. Anyway, guys, that's all that I have for tonight. I will not be live Wednesday. Thursday, guys, I am thinking about coming on late Thanksgiving Eve evening, so we can just talk about our Thanksgiving and how it was. If you guys want me to come, if you guys join in. We have a little cocktail or something together and enjoy our little Thanksgiving conversational chat. I might play a little music. But then, next week back to the news. So, but tomorrow, exactly, yeah, Trisha, just like the Kyle Rittenhouse case. But it's just, guys, we just this day and age, man, it's just times are changing and it's sad. It's times are changing and it's sad. But still, no matter what, if someone tells you that they are not accepting of your sexual advances, do not take advantage of them. That's just as simple as that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. Make sure y'all, if y'all don't see you guys until next week, guys, make sure you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. If y'all want to reach out to me, y'all got my email. If it's something I need to know, you got my email. I wish you and you guys y'all have a good night, and thank you. As Miss Sheila said, we appreciate you, and hit the like button as you go out. Right. So make sure you guys hit the like button as you leave, guys, and I'm out this piece. I'll see you guys Thursday night if you guys come in the chat. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.